Hey guys, what's up? So today I am going to finally do a story time video. A lot of you have been requesting story time videos, but I haven't really had anything happen to me. I thought of something that happened back in high school that you guys probably will want to hear. So first of all, the title is not clickbait. I've been getting so much hate lately. This actually happened to me. So let me give you guys a little background on how high school kind of was for me. Well, my parents were super strict with me. I really was not allowed to do anything. Like, they wouldn't barely let me go to the movies by myself, let alone parties or anything like that. So I really wasn't invited to anything, which is totally okay because, I mean, honestly, who knows how it would have turned out if I went to all of these high school parties that everyone went to. Like, I'm kind of glad that my parents were strict on me. High school actually really sucked for me. Like, I look back at it and I have no good memories. Like, the only really good memory I have is my freshman year, and that's only because like everything was new to me. I didn't know anyone and everybody's egos was not through the roof. Plus I was like really young and everything went over my head, so nothing really bothered me. But my sophomore through my senior year, I honestly hated it so much. Okay, so to get on with the story, my friends that I had really influenced me to do a lot of things. Like, anything they said, I really went along with it. I never questioned it. I just really was a follower. I was not a leader whatsoever. I followed whatever these people told me to do, and they encouraged me to date this guy. This guy had a reputation for just like loving to party and go out and stuff like that. And honestly, he really wasn't that cute. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I kind of feel bad if he's watching this, but I did have to like squint my eyes to like just think you're cute. So I don't really know what I was thinking. I think we ended up dating the end of my junior year because I remember we dated into like the summertime. Whenever we started dating, it already was so rocky. Like, I think it was the first week that we dated. I had already heard a horrible rumor on him that I was just hoping that it wasn't true. So he ran track, and sometimes he would have to go away on away games. He would always ride the bus. Obviously, like, you're riding the bus, you have to ride the bus back. And sometimes it would be on trips that were like an hour away from our high school. The weird thing is, the boys and girls on the track team were allowed to sit with each other even in the dark. I don't know why my high school allowed that. I don't know if that's like a thing, if like high schools do allow that, but I think that's like the dumbest thing ever. Hello, like, people at that age want to like have sex and do stuff. Like, more than likely that happened a lot. So my best friend, we're gonna call her Samantha. I don't actually remember how it went down. I don't remember if Samantha was a part of the track team or one of her friends were a part of the track team. But Samantha ends up coming and telling me this rumor that was going around, that she knew it was true. So the rumor was that my boyfriend, I don't think we gave him a name, so we're just going to call him Kevin. My boyfriend, Kevin, was on the bus on his way home, and he was sitting next to a girl. And I knew the girl that he was sitting next to. I wasn't really friends with her. It's just I knew her. We didn't really have like, you know, we'd never butt heads or anything like that. It's just we wasn't friends. I heard that she did some stuff with him to make him feel really great about himself, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I heard that, and did I believe it? No, because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't think like somebody could do that to you while you were dating someone. Like, I just saw the good in everyone. I completely ignored it. I actually went and asked him if it happened, and of course he said no. Like, what did I expect he was going to say? Like, he was going to be upfront and a man and honest to me? No. And we continued to date. Like I said, bad relationship already, because I ended up texting my ex-boyfriend while I was with Kevin. At that time, I had a BlackBerry, and I don't know if you guys remember how those work, but you can go into the settings and you can block from getting calls and text messages. I blocked all calls and text messages whenever I went to class, the class that I had with Kevin, and I guess he's a smart person too, because he went into my settings and holds up my phone and says, What's this? Why is that checked? Why are you blocking your calls for? And I was just like, damn. He unchecks it, and then all of a sudden I start getting text messages from my ex-boyfriend. Please don't leave me nasty comments in the comment section. Like, this was high school. He had already, like, messed it up, and then I just suddenly just didn't even care anymore and became really careless. Plus, I didn't even like him. My friends liked him. So as soon as I received those text messages from my ex-boyfriend, he tries to hurt me, and he texts some girl and is making me watch it the whole entire time. And this girl, like, wasn't even anybody to worry about. She didn't even like him like that. He was just trying to rub something in my face to make me feel bad. And did it make me feel bad at the time because I was really immature and stupid? Yes, it bothered me. I guess he was just trying to prove a point. Like, how does that feel? But yet, a girl gave him while we were together. You hypocrite. Even after that, we still continued to date. It was going into summertime. And like I said, like, my parents, they were strict on me. I really wasn't allowed to go do anything, and over the summertime, like, people are going out and they're going to parties, and like, I'm kind of just at home, like, chilling and doing nothing. I don't even think I had internet, guys. I'm pretty sure I did not have internet whenever I was in high school up at my house. Like, what was I supposed to do with my life? But anyways, I found out that I was going to be going to Florida with my family, and we had planned a trip to Disney World, and I was sort of excited. I mean, like, I didn't really want to leave my boyfriend Kevin. Like, you know how you are at that age. Like, you just don't want to leave your boyfriend behind. You kind of just want to stay back home and, like, talk on the phone and stuff. But I found out that he was going to go on vacation with his best friend and his best friend's parents. Let me say this. The best friend that he went on vacation with was my psycho ex. If you've watched my other story times, then you know exactly who I'm talking about. So I'm not even going to give him a nickname. He was going on vacation with Psycho. I really was not worried. They were going to South Carolina, I think, to the beach. I also found out that my best friend Samantha was going as well. I felt like such a relief. Like, it just made me think, like, okay, like, there's nothing to worry about. Like, she'll see him down there, and she could watch him, like, if anything happens. And I just felt really comfortable with her going down there. And one of my other friends was going down there as well. So, like, everybody was in freaking South Carolina. I'm never a part of anything that just... While I'm in Florida, I remember it was super, super late, like maybe 12 a.m. And my family was asleep, and we stayed in like this one bedroom that had 2 beds and a bathroom. So whenever I got the phone call from my friend, I didn't answer it the first time, but she texted me and said it's important. So I went to the bathroom and I talked to her, and she was just like, hey, do you mind telling my boyfriend, and we're just going to call her boyfriend Stanley. So she said, can you tell Stanley that there's nothing going on between Kevin and I, that you told me to watch him? I was just like, I mean, yeah, of course. Like, why does he think there's something's going on? And she was just like, because we're hanging out and you said it was totally fine. And I just hope that you could tell him, like, nothing's going on, just to make him see, because he's trying to break up with me. I mean, of course, she's my best friend. I have her back. So I immediately text Stanley and I say, listen, like, nothing's going on. Like, I told her to hang out with Kevin because it makes me feel comfortable and I know that he's not doing anything. He replies back and he's just like, haha, okay. So I'm pretty sure, like, nothing happened between them. They didn't end up breaking up or anything like that. They were all good. I saved the day. I called her back and I talked to her what felt like for hours. I think I stayed in that bathroom for 2 hours and I talked to her. We literally was telling each other, like, how much we loved each other and how we were best friends, and she told me how much she loved me and she couldn't thank me enough for doing that, you know. And, you know, I get off the phone and I feel really good, and, you know, nothing bothers me, and I finish out the rest of my trip at Disney World with my family, and, you know, everything's good. By the end of the summer, Kevin and I actually end up breaking up. Ooh, shocker, I know. I could not take it anymore. He was, like, going off to parties, and I think I recall he went to one and he called me and I hear like a girl in the background. I'm just like, okay, that's the last straw. So, like, we ended up, like, breaking up, which was a great decision. So we're finally going into my senior year, and this is whenever I start dating Psycho, okay? Him and I were actually on the phone one night, and I don't really recall, like, how it came out or how the conversation even came about, but he told me about Kevin and Samantha hooking up. Kevin and I had not been broken up for that long, so I was just like, at what period in time did she get to hook up with him? You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to him, trying to get information out. He's like slowly coming out with the info because he knew that he effed up by saying something, because he knew something that I didn't, and I was so confused. So like me trying to like pick information out of him slowly but surely, he finally came out and said something that I will never forget. It is that while I was in Florida at Disney World, she had sex with my boyfriend, Kevin. Alright, but that's not it. That's not it at all. He let me know that he had sex with her too. At the same time, yes. Psycho, Kevin, and Samantha had a threesome. I just didn't, like... I could not comprehend the fact that that happened, because what mother has the balls to do that to their best friend? I mean, I was always so good to her too. Like, I was always like taking up for her. I was like on her side all the time. I did so much for her, and for her to do that to me, like, I was in so much shock. I could not believe that. I don't know, like, she could even have sex with somebody that I dated. She persuaded me to date him, is the funny thing. She was one of the girls that persuaded me to date him. So I'm very, very upset at this moment in time, and I go to do the thing that I know how to do most, and that is contact her over the internet. I messaged her on Facebook. I let her know that I know. She actually did not even try to deny it. She came forth. I just told her how disappointed I was at her, and, you know, just let her know that I was sad. And I was sad at the time. I was very, very, very sad. Like, the anger had not kicked in yet, because I don't think the thought of that happening had actually kicked in yet. I was hearing it, but I just could not process it. I went to school the next day. I let her know whenever I messaged her that I need time. I will not get over this just like that. The next day at school, she sits in front of me at the lunch table, and I was so confused because, like, I don't know what she wants me to do. Like, she's trying to talk to me, like, you can't be mad at me forever. Like, bitch, I found out yesterday, yes, I can be mad at you forever. But I didn't say anything to her. I literally just, like, was eating my food and looking at her. Just looking at her. Looking at her tiny little head, and then I'd look away. I had nothing to say to her, and she seriously would not give me time, and that's what pissed me off, is she would not give me time. Every single day, she would sit in front of me, and I would not say a word to her. I would never speak to her. She just made it so awkward. And so finally, like, I was fed up, and I was talking to one of my other friends, and my other friend, she has a way with her words. So she gets on my Facebook, she goes and she starts cussing Samantha out and saying a lot of rude things to her, pretending to be me, by the way. So it just looked like I was an ass. But at the time, I just really didn't care. So finally, all of the anger started coming out, and we started like bashing each other's like personal appearance and stuff like that. It was really petty stuff. That's when we finally were like enemies. We hated each other, and we stayed that way for a while until I finally I gave up at the end of the year, I think, and said, you know, like, I'm sorry, like, I don't want to be mad at you anymore, because, like, I'm not that type of person that can hold a grudge that long. Like, I can stay mad at you for a very, very long time, but I just hate having, like, that hatred in my heart for somebody. It just tears me apart, because I just don't like feeling angry like that. I finally let it go. And that was that. Like, I mean, her and I really don't have a relationship now. Like, the last time I think I talked to her was like maybe 5 or 6 months ago. We're two different people now. I have nothing against her. But yeah, that's what happened. That's how my boyfriend screwed me over and cheated on me with my best friend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more story times, I can give you more story times. Just make sure you like this video and comment down below maybe what you want to see next, and I'll do it. Also, guys, I wanted to let you know January 6th and 7th, I will be in Chicago for good times. You can purchase tickets down below. I'll put them in the description. And you can click on the link and check out who else is going to be there. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of cool people there. If you want to go, just click the link down below, and I really hope to see some of you guys there. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye!